Welcome back, man. I am so pumped up on this one. Just going on to subscribe, like this video. Uh, here's, uh, hey, here's some old and new receipts right on the way of these arrests. These are arrests, and welcome to the show. These are arrests pre-Elon Musk, DOGE, and all of that. And it's been going on since this year, last year, and here is some of the evidence to give the family, taxpayers, and everybody a glimpse view of what been really going on behind the scenes. The office of the Social Security Attorney General been making arrests, but everything been so laid low. What's up with that? Laid low. Not a lot of publicity back to back, state to state. You know what I mean? So let's get this show cracking. And the first one up for it is this one. Let me bag it on up. Now you see right here, newly arrested. And it's a newly arrested of the Social Security beneficiary. Trip off of this part of it. Let's start right here for a second. And then I'm going to move it up. So
have them right here. Two saucy buns on the sheets coming out.
Do y'all see that? Quincy woman sentenced for Social Security fraud. Look up there at the right of that, the left of that paper. Recognize that symbol?
The oven. Here's the bottom line. The SSA OIG, Office of Inspector General, publishes some hot sheets that talk about beneficiaries. Beneficiaries come in two forms. They come in the form where, number one, they receive a check from the SSA, they're a beneficiary. And then beneficiary number two is where they benefit off of a beneficiary, usually in the form of fraud, similar fault, whatever. Okay, so here's the bottom line. First one of the groups of individuals who have frauded or done something wrong to the Social Security Administration. Now, remember, these are not really trophy hunts, like going out and hunting, right, of Elon Musk. They're not. These are more pre-Elon Musk OIG individuals. What we're seeing right now is what I think is a nice dribble of we're getting this person who did it, they prosecuted that person, they indicted that person's going to jail. But Elon has just begun with Pam Bondi a massive, arrest situation where they're going to be going after a lot of the criminals that they find, which is the validating point for Elon, whether or not the judges will uphold essentially these prosecutions against these individuals. So I'm telling you now, but in the not too distant future, you're going to be seeing significantly more, which will start to be Elon's people that have basically, charged through Pam Bondi, people that they claim have committed fraud against the SSA. Here we go. First one. Quincy woman was sentenced for Social Security fraud April 3rd, 2025. U.S. Attorney's Office, District of Massachusetts.
April 3rd, 2025. Get it now? Do y'all get it? April 3rd, 2025. This is really something. Let's hear some more on this.
It's Boston. A Quincy woman was sentenced today in federal court in Boston for fraudulently receiving Social Security disability benefits. Crystal Jesumuria, 41, was sentenced by U.S. Magistrate Judge Jennifer C. Bowl to 3 years of probation in order to pay $93,603 in restitution. Earlier in the hearing, Jesumuria pleaded guilty to one count of misdemeanor theft of government money. Jesumuria was charged in October of 2024.
Now, October 2024, she was charged, and now something else just recently. She was charged and now finally arrested. See how long that one case, and it turns out to be a misdemeanor? Is it what we've been saying? Gender identity, wolf spinning? What if it would have been that man that's reading this charged with this crime, or someone that shares my complexion. That just goes to say, but we know the narrative, don't we? Don't we, folks? We know the narrative. And now I'm going to show y'all this real quick cut of what he was talking about. Now I see exactly what people are saying. These shows are not easily to do. I'm starting to get a little float on it. It's just not easy to do. And trip off of this news right here. When you see this, oh, I almost did some struggle screen, bring that down, do this like this. This what shocked me. Once you make sure that he just ain't reading some plain old paper, then you look at this and see this. Inside the office of the Inspector General. Do y'all see what that say up there? The office of the Inspector General, right? Quincy woman sentenced for Social Security fraud. That's what that say. All right. So what I'm going to do is let's click this, April the 3rd. That's what he read us. And that's what he had in his hand. This right here. Crystal Guzman. See, the judge, Jennifer, all of that he was reading it could be found on the Inspector General page. But like, since we're on this page, let's look at backspace and look at the other news. April 3rd, New York man sentenced to more than 2 years in prison for money laundering, connected to stolen federal funds. See, a man sentenced, but this was money laundering. Pawtucket man admits to defrauding federal funding. April the 2nd. See, these are pre-arrest. Allegedly, supposedly, just pre-arrest. Maybe these was charges that was brought up. And then check out these names. Pawtucket man. And St. Joseph man charged with aggravated identity theft and stuff. So you see how they say these charges, but then it's more to that meets the eye. So what's going on is that it's a whole lot of things. So fair use, go over there and check that stuff out. Now I'm gonna stop sharing that screen right there. Maybe DOGE may have something at hand. Do y'all know what I mean? They may have something cooking because these findings, is they fraudulent, or is they made up, or is there something that they just can't get out to us due to this? It is a lot of high stakes at play. I mean, it's some serious high stakes at play when it comes down to politics and things of this nature. So just to say that there, let's look at this one right here, and this is gonna blow y'all away. This lets you know that they just not seeking because these things are all coincidentally going on. See, here's another one. Trip off of this. Mobile woman pleads guilty to Social Security fraud. But notice the other lady that was on the previous view that I was showing y'all. I wonder why her face wasn't being shown. Well, let's see what's going to happen on this newscast. Roll it.
Pleading guilty today to defrauding the Social Security Administration, Cheryl Bradley admitted that she gave incorrect information about her marital history when she applied for disability benefits. Well, the Social Security Administration discovered this discrepancy of information she provided last year when her husband applied for benefits. It was different from what Bradley had provided when she applied for disability benefits in 2007. Well, last year, the couple said they'd been married since 1988 and lived together ever since. But in 2007, she falsely indicated that they had been separated.
See, so This isn't something new. That's all I'm just saying. This isn't something new that people been doing. That's all I'm just saying. So, like, she was fraudulent. But check out this ad. Wait until you see this other one. Now we're going to go to CBS News, fair use, and y'all going to really trip off of what your boy found here. Take that down, MC. And I'm going to bring this up. Now you see, this is another. Now you see what this is? This is January the 10th, 2025. Minnesota woman accused of collecting $360K of dad's mom Social Security benefits. Look, and did you see when it was published? January the 10th, but check and read down here. Austin, Minnesota, 52-year-old woman has been charged with fraud for impersonating her mother. Wow. And collecting hundreds of thousands of dollars of Social Security benefits for more than 25 years. So that means, according to charging documents filed in federal court, the woman's mother died in January 1999. You know, that was around, supposedly, allegedly, do you know, like what the Prince song said? Prince song said 1999, the world was supposed to end. Man, we was real shocked. Wait till you read the stuff that's down here at the bottom. All right. Now, what it say down here at the bottom, the woman continued collecting her mother benefits to July 2024, charging documents say. Now, go to this last night. Between 1999 and 2024, the Social Security Administration claimed the woman obtained more than $360,000 in fraudulent benefits that she knew were intended for her mother. A court date was not set. So, man, it is some cold stuff jumping off. But wait until you see what else that I discovered that's gonna blow y'all out the water. If I can find this, man, y'all gonna be like, let's get over here, and then this is the part that's I'm gonna have y'all cracking up, and I'm gonna put it to the side of the screen. You think that fraud was something? Look at what been reported. Now we're gonna go back to the Attorney General website of Social Security, and let me see. I hope I don't do no struggle screaming on this one. You're supposed to click this one and do this, and then do this, and do this. And we're going to look over here, and then I'm going to do this. Give me a second, y'all. And this is fraud. Let's see. That's report fraud. I had it earlier. Hey, man, they even got a whistleblower section. Oh, man, dang. But I know I had it earlier. But, man, when I saw it, it was a list, brother. So if y'all get a chance, go to that website, the Office of Inspector General, fraud categories. It had a lot. That list popped up. I don't know where it went. Where is it from? Oh, I think it's over here somewhere. But when I did it, it tripped me out. It showed the recent fraud back to back to back. Well, like I said, man, you know, this is a short show. Maybe I can throw that out there to y'all in a minute. But, man, thank y'all for showing up I seen a list of fraud things. I can't find it. I just wanted to let y'all see this list. It will blow y'all out the water, but somehow things don't want to be revealed at this moment. Let me just do like this and see what it show up. No, it ain't gonna try to show up. Let me do this. It just still don't want to show up. Let me do this. Let me see. No, it don't want to show up there. So until then, just thank y'all very much for coming to the show. And we're out of here. And remember, you can report these scams and all these things. That say March the 6th, 2024. Thank y'all for coming to the show. And I'll say peace out. Baby.